They don't get any bigger than this. Welcome to Game 7 of the World Series, exclusively on MLB Network. It's the big one, Game 7 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
No doubt. This has really been what you'd call a World Series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of well-played games, plenty of drama and intrigue, and now it's all come down to this. One game, 9 innings for the World Championship. Can't ask for more than that, so sit back and enjoy. Should be a lot of fun.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Stepping in, Howie Kendrick, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. hard hit ball to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Two balls and two strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Michael Taylor. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Nationals 1, the Astros coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Max Scherzer gets the ball in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Michael Taylor. The ability again to play center field, both corners, to go get the balls in both gaps and have a strong arm.
In now, Martin Maldonado. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Michael Brantley. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. And with 2 away now, it's time to take our final look this year at our playoff brackets. Boy, it seems like so long ago that we got things started in the divisional rounds, but we will officially have our champion by the conclusion of play tonight. Now the 2-1 is fastball taken high for a ball.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
Into right field. That's a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
That pitch is out.
Lays off 2-2 now. Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Nationals 1 and the Astros nothing. Standing in, Brian Dozier. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Adam Eaton. And he misses 2-1. Greinke, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes. He's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs. And with 2 away now, it's time to take our final look this year at our playoff brackets. Boy, it seems like so long ago that we got things started in the divisional rounds, but we will officially have our champion by the conclusion of play tonight. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Now batting, Jose Altuve, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. To 2-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the plate. So striding in, Carlos Correa, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The set and the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Here's the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Bregman on second, Correa at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit to third. There to get it is Kendrick. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. It remains 1-0. So coming to the plate as Asdrubal Cabrera, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in now, Howie Kendrick. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Brantley is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The catcher, number 20.
Settling in now, Kurt Suzuki. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Zimmerman is there. 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Michael Brantley. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Outside, 2-1. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
In now, Yuli Gurriel. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Brantley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High in the air into shallow left center. Parra giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. In is Gerardo Parra, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Two and 1 to Gerardo Parra. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the power hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman. the 3-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Into the box, Michael Taylor. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. A big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier. This is foul right side.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve has it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Nationals 1 and the Astros nothing. Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. There goes Altuve. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Now a pickoff play at second, back in standing. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. And it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Ball 2.
2-2.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Taylor. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready for another chance? Robinson Chirinos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Ready once again, Martin Maldonado. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Bregman over at second. Chirinos on at first with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Count still full, 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Brantley. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The set and the 2-1. 2 out, bases loaded. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In there, and it's full 3-2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
3-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Swung out and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of his zone. 1 out. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He stays alive, still 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Another one sent foul. Another try at 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. 7th and final game of the World Series as you get a look at our line score to this point in this emotionally charged contest. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
1-2.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
The batter, the right fielder.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch.
Nope.
Just
that's a
off
ball.
the outside as he can't catch the
2-2.
corner.
Yep.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. A payoff pitch one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in, Howie Kendrick. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 20.
Now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Stepping in now, Gerardo Parra. Hit hard back up the middle. To his left, Correa. And there are 2 away now. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The first baseman.
Suzuki at second with 2 down. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
1-2. Here it is. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nats leave a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. Digging in once again, Jake Marisnick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The chance here for Dozier at second. Scooped up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. One away for the Astros here in the sixth. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Now good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Here's Carlos Correa now. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Two out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1. And he popped him up. Zimmerman ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. On to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Brian Dozier now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Two balls and a strike to Dozier. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. His first homer here in the series, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Into the box, Adam Eaton.
Ball,
And he
that
lays
pitch is
off
out.
for a ball. 2-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point.
Your
Josh
attention,
James
please.
takes the ball here
Now
as he'll
pitching
enter with a
for the
runner at
Astros,
first and nobody
Number
out.
39.
Trey Turner will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Two and one, the count to Trey Turner. Eaton aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now as Dribble Cabrera. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the coming up. It's 2-1 Washington. Digging in to try it again, Robinson Chirinos. It was a walk in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
1 strike.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Count remains full. Another full count pitch on its way. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Wander Suero comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
51, Wander Suero.
Martin Maldonado will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. The 1-1 home. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. The 2-2 one more time. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Kendrick. Dozier on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Howie Kendrick. He'll start us off in the 8th. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. The 2-1 is taken. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Gerardo Parra is on deck. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder, Gerardo.
And now for Washington, Gerardo Parra. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So striding forward now, Ryan Zimmerman. The 1-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Suzuki is off of first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Nationals leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Fernando Rodney is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Fernando Rodney.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
from the windup. The 1-1 pitch.
Hey!
1-2 now.
One ball,
Now action in the
2
bullpen
strikes.
as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-2. And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The second baseman.
At the plate, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Ball.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Parra. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Next up for the Astros, Alex Bregman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Rodney comes set. Here's the 3-1. Smoke toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter,
Zero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, Carlos Correa. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Nationals 2 and the Astros 1. Chris Davinsky enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Davinsky.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Taylor. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Here now the 2-2. And this is popped up back behind second. Correa will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter
striding in, Brian Dozier, who went deep last time up.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
The 1-1 is in there for the 2nd strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Line toward the gap in left center. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Sean Doolittle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
Leading off the inning, Robinson Chirinos, and they'll need him to get something going here. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Taylor is there, 1 away.
Now
so the lineup flips over, and digging in, Martin Maldonado is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Michael Brantley is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Might have gone after ball 4 there as this one's fouled away off to the right. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Slow roller out to short. Turner fields it cleanly. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And kick off the celebration in our nation's capital. The Washington Nationals are the World Series champions.
Well, nobody was good to say they didn't get their money's worth in this one. It took 7 games, making this one of the most competitive and historic World Series in baseball history. So they earned this one, and they can now call themselves the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.